Good morning, everyone. Good evening, and good afternoon to viewers from all walks of life. This is Denzamos, and you are welcome to the channel of truth, enlightenment, freedom, and the channel of breaking empaths free. If you are new, on this channel I talk about narcissism and narcissistic abuse. I talk about spirituality, and I talk about personal and self-development. And if any of that resonates with you, I invite you guys to join us. Give us a like, share the video with friends, and you may subscribe if you haven't already. And for those that have always been with us, you are welcome back. And I thank you for your love and support. So today's video, I'm going to help you guys understand how the narcissist and the family operates. You see, a lot of you guys who have dealt with them, those individuals, you will notice that for some reason you are also very much attached to their family. So even sometimes you see, normally at the end of those encounters and relationships, as you struggle to leave the narcissist, sometimes you're going to see the family is involved. Sometimes you run into the family, you're telling them, probably we can talk about, for example, the narcissist mother, the father, and the relatives. You may sometimes run to them and sometimes you're telling them about your situation, because normally during the discard, that's when the victims get very confused, you know what I mean? So sometimes they think, oh, the family is behind their back, you know what I mean? The family has got their back. They're standing behind them. And to your surprise, you're going to notice it doesn't matter what you do. The family of the narcissist actually is also behind the narcissist. So they'll never be behind you. It doesn't matter. Guys, I tried in those days, I remember. In the last days of the narcissist, I was engaging the family as well, you know? Only for me to realize that actually, whatever the narcissist was doing in that time, the family was behind the narcissist. And that thing puzzled me. You know, you will get puzzled because for so many years, you have always thought that the family of the narcissist, they have got your back. Now, let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell you something about the project. During the course of the trauma bond, the whole narcissist and the entire family, their family, I'm talking about their family, they are viewing you as a project. You are viewing that person as your partner, probably your future boyfriend or your future girlfriend or even sometimes your future wife. But the family and the narcissist, they are viewing you as a project. Because I can guarantee you guys, there is no coincidence that you're going to meet a narcissist and they don't want anything from you. That will not happen. The narcissist always, they want something from you. And normally, when they are coming into contact with you in the beginning of those entanglements, the first thing what they will do, the moment they identify you as a source of supply, or as a source of fuel, what they will do, they will go very quickly and they will also notify their families. That is, of course, if the families are alive and, you know, they have got families around. So they will go around and they tell their families, you know, the brothers and the sisters, very, very quickly. And what they will do now, the very first thing the family will ask the narcissist, what is there to gain? What are we going to get out of that? Guys, I can guarantee you, this is something you never knew before. When the narcissist goes and involves the family in the beginning of those encounters and relationships, the very first thing the family is going to ask, what is there to benefit? What are we going to get from it? There can be so many reasons. A lot of you guys may be doing well financially. You may have big houses somewhere. You may be driving a nice car. You may be that kind of guy who is used to going on holidays, you know, having vacations every now and then. And the first thing what they are going to discuss, oh, you know what, when we hook him in, or when we hook him in or her in, we are going to be sure about vacations. We are going to go on holidays because that guy is very rich. You know, he lives in a very big house. You guys will be coming for parties and everything. And believe me or not, the first thing what the family will do, they will tell the narcissist, you can now bring that person very quickly. You are going to notice in a few days of meeting those individuals, in 1 or 2 days, on the third day, you're going to be ready to meet their families. You are going to meet their families very quickly because they want to confirm what is going on. So you'll go there, they'll make you a big meal, you'll sit around with them, they will all show their support for you. They will be in support of the narcissist and your relationship to go on as fast as it can. And believe me, guys, in the beginning, the family is going to stand behind you. Because remember, when the narcissist is trauma bonding you guys, I've told you guys the ways those narcissists they use to trauma bond people. So as they are trauma bonding you, they are also trauma bonding you with the family. So the family is also involved. So it's not only about the narcissist trauma bonding you, you're also getting trauma bonded with their families. That's the reason why sometimes you see at the end of those narcissistic relationships, as you're trying to detach from those individuals, maybe sometimes you've discovered them, you've unmasked them, you found out who they are, you're trying to leave them, it is going to be difficult to detach from the family, because the family is also going to be somehow bonded with you in a very secretive manner. They will always be bonded with you in the backyard, and you will also find it very difficult to leave, to close off, and to disconnect from the family entirely. That is because this whole thing together, the whole thing they're planning together, this whole thing is a teamwork. So they're working as a team to make sure that they suck you in as quick as they can, so that they can start sapping out whatever it is whatever it is you've got to offer for them. So when you're dealing with those kind of individuals, all you have to know is that it is all a project. There is nothing to do with love. It is one of the things I had to come to agreement with at the end of this encounter. That's the very first thing I came to agreement with, that okay, so this whole thing was a scam. You know what I mean? So the whole thing was a scam. The whole thing was fake. The family was never there in the beginning, because the family, I noticed, the family of the narcissist normally at the end, they are strongly going to stand with the narcissist. They are going to support whatever it is they are doing. You see, normal families, what they do, when you guys are getting discarded or this thing is ending, whatever it is, the partnership is ending, normally you will see their families, they're going to try to engage. Sometimes they will engage with the partner. They will try to see if they can help you, intermediate between you guys. You know what I mean? Talk it out with you, or sometimes you will see them involved. They will be fully supporting you, especially if you are dealing with a healthy individual. They are always going to come in and support you. But with the narcissist, I will guarantee you guys, when the relationship is ending, those individuals, what they will do, they are going to stand behind the narcissist. They will never stand with you, because remember, again, let's not forget that most of these narcissistic encounters, most of them, the narcissist, it is normally not about the narcissist himself or herself. Normally, it is also including that situation whereby also the family, most of them, is actually a narcissistic family. So this is a whole entire unit of narcissists. And most of the cases, whatever happens to one of them is also benefiting the other ones. So one of them will go out fishing, they will catch a big fish, they are going to share with the family. The brother will go out to catch a big fish, they are going to come and share with the family. So this whole thing is a project. And it gets worse when it involves somebody who is wealthy. When you're dealing with money, those individuals who are wealthy, that is exactly when you're going to see all of them, they're going to swarm in like bees. They're going to become like parasites. You are secretly going to be feeding the whole entire family. You, as a person who has a lot of money, you get involved with one narcissist, you're going to notice that actually secretly behind closed doors, you're actually feeding the entire family. Whenever there is something going on, somebody's car is broken down, they are going to come to you. Oh, can you ask your boyfriend if he has got an idea about this? Then you're going to put in the money. You take the car to the mechanic. Sometimes you will buy them cars. You will take them to holidays. You will do everything for the entire family. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. There's nothing wrong with doing one or two things with your partner's family. Of course, if they're healthy individuals, you can always go out and have dates, dinners together, nice restaurants. You can even sometimes go on holidays. But you are going to notice that those individuals, they are specifically sucking the hell out of you. When involved with the narcissist, whatever you do for the narcissist is going to involve the entire family. They're also going to be a part of it. So it's benefiting the whole team. It is important for you guys to understand. This whole thing starts in the beginning. The whole project, I call it a project because I know what a project is. The whole thing starts at the beginning. You meet those individuals, they love bomb you or whatever, and very quickly, within one or 2 days, they are going to rush you very quickly to the family so that you can go and meet their families. The family will not even hesitate to approve. They are going to approve. They don't matter what. It doesn't matter what. They are going to approve that relationship or that entanglement. They'll give you a go ahead. They'll make you dinners. They'll confirm. This is okay. The guy is okay. That woman is okay. That man is okay. You can go ahead very quickly. Before you know it, you guys are going to be moving in together very quickly. You may even sometimes find yourself moving in with a narcissist in a couple of days, if not weeks, maybe 1 or 2 weeks. You will already be moving in with them. And that's where the whole project is going to start taking shape. So you will see them asking for a lot of things. You know, sometimes maybe something is wrong with their house. They're going to ask you, oh, you know, because they know you have money. You know, a lot of these guys, they are parasites. You know, a lot of these narcissistic families, they are parasites. They know you are loaded. They know you are doing well. So what they will do, they always come around. You will go around and fix their cars. You will go and fix their homes. You will take them on expensive holidays with the narcissist, together with the narcissist. This whole thing is a family thing, you know. It is very painful to understand. One of the things that I had to swallow, very, very difficult for me to swallow at the end of this encounter, the discard, I had to swallow the fact that all this entire entanglement and situationship, actually the family was never behind me. They had never got my back even from the beginning, guys, you can imagine, for years. Those people, they are parasites. As soon as you meet them, they will know that this man or woman, hey, look at this dog. They will know that this guy or woman, man or woman, they can take us from point A to point B. They can take us out of the pit, because a lot of them, they are drowning. The whole entire unit is drowning. You know, they are drowning in debts. Their roofs are leaking as it rains. Their roofs in their homes are leaking. Probably the molds, the walls of their houses are full of mold. And the only thing they need is somebody to come and rescue them, because those individuals, those particular family, the whole system is dying out. And that's when you come in. And I can guarantee you guys, the very moment they touch, you see these guys, what they do, some of these guys, they are funny. I've told you guys in my videos, those narcissists, they target the best. They will take their time. Some of them, they will work quickly, but at the same time, they will take their time to see who is the best source of supply, who is going to move us from one point to another, who is going to take us to the next level. And again, don't get me wrong. When you meet somebody, of course, a healthy individual, you can always move them from point A to point B, because at the end of the day, relationships are meant to build each other. You are meant to get in and build each other to grow. You know what I mean? But for the narcissist, the very moment you are going to know that you have been dealing with somebody extremely toxic and dangerous, that is the moment whereby you do everything for them. You get them jobs, probably move them to a safer country. Maybe sometimes they are struggling somewhere in a third world country. You pick them up, you move them to a good country. You get them jobs, you get them a beautiful house, you give them beautiful children. The very moment they notice that they have got everything what they wanted from you from the beginning, that is when you're going to see their true colors. That is exactly when they're going to change. All of a sudden, in an instant, they'll start treating you bad. They'll be like, oh yeah, of course, eventually you've got them a nice house to live. You know, they have got your kids. You bought them a couple of cars. You know, they are living well, they are doing well, they are not struggling. That is exactly when the project is going to come to the end. So I'm letting this video, I'm sending out this video to guys out there, you guys out there who are just trying to live narcissists. I want you to look back. You're going to notice that a lot of times, those individuals, they have usually taken advantage of you. Can you do for me this? Can you give me 1 million? Can you give me 2 million? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And for you as an individual, you are helping them, because at the end of the day, you're thinking, this is my girl, probably this is my wife, my girlfriend, my husband. You will give them everything because you believe in them. They're your partners. So sometimes, of course, you can always support your partners. That's right. But guys, I can guarantee you, the moment you get what they want and they are satisfied, they have already drained you dry. There's nothing more to offer. That is when you're going to see those guys. They're going to turn around like rabbits. And you will never see them again. That is exactly when they're going to say, okay, now you know what? We have got what we wanted from that individual. The project is complete. So what we do now, the narcissist is going to try to look for the new one who is going to offer something different. Because they've already got what they want from you. You've given them everything. They're satisfied. Their bellies are full. They're satisfied. Now they're going to jump on to a new victim. And that's exactly when they're going to discard you. And normally the discard always happens The whole discard is a whole entire team participating in that discard. Do not ever think, guys, do not ever think that is only you, is between you and the narcissist who is discarding each other. No, 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 no. This whole discard is worked out as the entire team is in on it. I will guarantee you that the entire team is working together to discard you as a family. So they meet you together as a unit, and then they discard you as a unit. That's how it works with these individuals. That's how it works. And while the narcissist is searching for a new supply, the cycle is going to start all over again. So they will run around there. Sometimes you'll see those narcissists, they will be showing their families. Sometimes you'll see them on these dating sites, online, these dating sites. So they will see somebody online, probably a potential supply or something like that. The first thing they're going to contact is their sisters and their brothers. Hey, look at this guy. What do you think about him? Eh? Check out that photo. What do you think? Shall I go in? While you are somewhere crying, you're being devalued and crying in the bedroom, the family will be sitting together and they'll be discussing which one. Have you found somebody else online? Yeah, there's this guy I found. There's that woman I found. Hey, check him out. And the family is going to get it on the project. That narcissist will go and meet that individual, and then they will know, okay, so what has this individual got to offer? So the other one, they gave me this and that and that. So this one is going to give me this and this and this. So another individual, the new supply, will have a different form of supply that they're going to offer to the narcissist. And that is exactly when the whole family is going to close in on you, and they're going to discard you as a team. But remember that normally during the discard, it is you who doesn't know that the whole family is working as a team. So a lot of times the victims, they don't know. Victims, they do not know that the whole family is working as a team. So they are discarding you as a team. It doesn't matter what you tell the mom, their mother, their father, their sisters, their brothers. They all know they all know the project, what is going on. It is only you who doesn't know, and that is one of the most painful things. For you to be discarded by a narcissist, only to find out that while the narcissist was devaluing you and trying to discard you, the whole family was working together to bring you a lot of pain. It is going to be one of the most painful things I've experienced as well, you know. So guys, when we're talking about narcissists and their families, a lot of you guys who are very close to their families, sometimes you're feeling sorry for them. Oh, what about the mom? What about the father? We are very close together, you know. They have known us together. Sometimes even they've been supporting me. They came around, they made me some nice juice, and sometimes they gave me, you know, they supported me to stay with the kids. Let me tell you something, guys. As long as they knew there were some benefits to get from you, that is the only reason they stayed. There was nothing more than that, apart from the benefits they came in to get. So the whole entire thing has been pre-planned from the very beginning. So those individuals, they view people as objects, you know. One of the things to come to conclusion to was that the narcissists, they view people as objects. They see you as an object. You just come in there, help them, heal them. A lot of them, they're drowning. Even sometimes they're decomposing. I've told you guys, these narcissists, they will decompose. At the end of those situations, a lot of them, they will start decomposing, you know. You come in there, you supply them with everything, take them to hospital, you treat their wounds, you comfort them, you do everything, you get them back in shape, you start supporting them, you lift them off the ground. Maybe they need to study. You find them the best school. You find them a new job. They get back up, standing very well. Then they start sucking everything out of you, feeding themselves and the whole entire family unit. As soon as you get dry, everything is dried out, you are exhausted, everything has been exhausted. Then they're all going to team up as a whole family, and they're going to discard you without even blinking their eye. So when it comes to discard, guys, you have to understand that those individuals, they're some of the most heartless people you'll ever meet in your entire life. The most heartless people. They don't feel nothing. They're empty vessels. You will see them walking. You will see them walking around and you think, oh, these individuals. Sometimes you will say woman, a man, you know. When they're walking about and you see them, you will think they're reasonable people. But if you can get one of them and you open them up, you're going to notice, guys, you're going to be surprised. If you can look beyond this, the makeups, those makeups they put themselves and the skins and everything, and the glowing, the way they like to glow in those beginnings, because remember they're wearing a mask in the beginning of those entanglements. If you start peeling off the skin, you're going to see skeletons. They are dead skeletons. You open them up inside, you're not going to see anything inside there. There is nothing, guys. Let me tell you something. There is no soul. There is no soul in those individuals. There is nothing there. That is the reason why you see those individuals, they put you through a lot of pain. The pain you have never seen anywhere else in your entire life. Those individuals, they'll twist that pain and they'll make sure that pain, you feel that pain to the core. And that is how they get empowered, by hurting you and causing a lot of pain. That is exactly how they get empowered. It makes them feel great. They feel like, yeah, at least I've brought down. Because the narcissists, they always target empaths. If a narcissist can meet an empath and they bring you down, and you start crying on their feet, you start pleading, that is exactly when you empower those narcissists, because now they're going to feel powerful. Because these guys are demons. I've already told you guys before. They are demons in human bodies. It is going to be empowering for them. The moment they see you breaking down, sometimes they'll even make you take you pictures and they will go around and they show the whole family. Hey, look at him, I told him this yesterday. Look at him, he's crying. Look at them, they're crying. They are suffering. Or sometimes you will call them on the phone and they'll put the phone on loudspeaker and the whole family will be listening what you're saying. And they'll be laughing behind doors. They'll be there laughing at you. As you're crying and suffering, those individuals, guys, let me tell you something. They will be there laughing. Oh, now he's suffering, They are suffering. Yeah, we have beaten them down, We're the winners. So, guys, when it comes to narcissistic abuse, it's very deep. The earlier you know it, the earlier you get enlightened and understand this, is the better you can start healing. Because at the end of the day, healing has got to take place at the very moment you leave narcissist. You have got to heal, guys. You have got to heal. Put in the work and heal. Forget about them. I've told you guys, when you are discarding them and going no contact and everything, the whole family has got to go. So you don't only go no contact on the narcissist. You also put the whole family in there. They all have got to go. Delete them, all of them. They were never a part of you. They never loved you. They never liked you. The only reason why they were all with you in this whole project, that's because they were working as a team to see if there was something they could get out of you. Even sometimes something as simple as children. Those narcissists, sometimes you will see them, they will know that, what, okay, so you'll find a family that they have about two, three girls in the family. So they will see, okay, we need a child, Some of them you will see them. I've seen this along my journey. So you will see them. Some of them they will group up together and they will tell the girl, you know what, we need a mixed race child, So if you can find someone out there, and you can make them to get you pregnant, then you get a mixed race child. Guys, the very moment you get that child, you make them pregnant and they get that child with you, that is exactly when they're going to discard you. That moment. And guys, this one was supposed to be the first one. You get those individuals, you go with them. Of course, if you're a colored individual, if you're black, I'm not trying to be racist here, but I want you guys to understand what I'm talking about. You get with them, you make their daughters pregnant. They will even lay the bed for you. You go there, You make them pregnant. The very moment they get pregnant with you, you're out of the house. They do not need you anymore. They have already finished. Their project is done, and you have got to go. So these individuals, when they're coming into your life, they have got missions. You have got to understand people. They're just there to accomplish missions. And whether you want to believe it or not, that mission, the whole entire narcissistic family, all of them, they are in on that mission. And you're the only one who doesn't know what is going on. So sometimes they'll be coming in your house on Christmas Day, Thanksgiving, You eat with them. You'll enjoy a nice dinner, you'll have fun with them. As they're eating, they're watching you on the other side of the table. As they're eating, they're all watching you. Look at him. Look at her. She thinks we are very much interested in her or something like that. There will be some in the back of their minds. They'll be laughing at you. And they're wondering, how foolish are you even sometimes to fall for the trap? And you're the only one who doesn't know that as you're eating on Thanksgiving and enjoying yourselves, inside their mind, what is running in their mind is like, look at that fool, We call to that fool now. She doesn't know. He doesn't know what is going on. And you're the only one who is not letting, who doesn't know what is happening. And they all know what is going on behind closed doors. So guys, let me know what you think about this video. Book a session with me, guys. If you're dealing with narcissistic abuse, those entanglements, relationship, you're dealing with discards, healing. You can talk about everything. Book a session with me. I'll help you in your journey. If it's about spirituality, don't worry about that. Book a session with me. Personal development. Let's talk, guys. And if you want to donate and support to this channel, I've got my Cashapp and the PayPal in the description below. You can always use that if you want to support this channel and keep me moving as well, so that I can also continue giving you guys very nice and quality content. Other than that, it's been lovely to have you guys on board. Much love and blessings. There's almost signing out, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye now.